Welcome to East Timor Treasures. Today, we're diving into key travel tips for first-time visitors to Timor-Leste. Whether you've already booked your flight or are just dreaming, this guide will help you feel ready and excited. We'll cover when to visit, what to pack, how to avoid awkward tourist moments, and much more. Timor-Leste is pure, beautiful, and like no other place. Let's make sure you explore it stress-free. Let's get started. Timing is everything. The best time to visit Timor-Leste is during the dry season from May to November. Think clear blue skies, easy travel, and perfect beach days. Roads are better, and you can explore without worrying about the weather. The wet season from December to April brings lush landscapes, but also heavy rain, muddy roads, and unpredictable travel. There are fewer tourists then, so if you love adventure and don't mind a little bit of chaos, it might be your thing. For most, though, the dry season is ideal. Plan what you want. Guaranteed sun or a wild green adventure. Either way, be ready for the conditions. May to November is a sure bet for classic tropical fun. Wet season, only for the boldest. Choose your adventure. That's the weather breakdown. Let's move on to packing. Mark your dates. Packing for Timor-Leste? Think light, practical, and respectful. Bring breathable clothes, linen, cotton, loose pants, t-shirts, summer dresses. But remember, modesty matters. Cover your shoulders and knees when you're not on the tourist beaches. Sunscreen is a must. The sun is strong. A reusable water bottle saves you money and helps the environment. Comfy shoes for walking or hiking are key. Flip-flops for the beach, sturdy shoes for exploring. Insect repellent with DEET is non-negotiable. Mosquitoes can carry diseases. A power bank is a lifesaver, especially outside Dili, where electricity can be spotty. So to recap, light, modest clothes, strong sunscreen, a reusable bottle, walking shoes, bug spray, and a power bank. It all fits in a backpack. Pack smart, travel happy. You're ready for anything. Let's talk about how to fit in. Next up, cultural etiquette. Don't overpack, just prepare. You got this. Knowing the local customs is super important. It's not just about following rules, it's about showing genuine respect for the people and places you're visiting. When you take the time to learn what's considered polite or impolite, you'll find it's much easier to connect with locals and avoid those awkward oops moments. Always say hello to people, especially older folks, with a smile or a simple bon dia. In Timor-Leste, greetings matter a lot, and a warm hello can set the tone for a positive interaction. Even if you're shy, a friendly nod or wave goes a long way. Dress modestly when you're not in touristy areas. Cover your shoulders and knees in villages and markets. This isn't just about fashion. It's a sign of respect for local traditions and helps you blend in, making your experience more authentic and comfortable. Public displays of affection aren't really a thing here, so keep it low-key. Holding hands is usually fine, but anything more can make people uncomfortable. When in doubt, just observe what locals do and follow their lead. Always ask before taking pictures of people, especially kids. It's a simple gesture, but it shows you respect their privacy and personal space. If someone says no, just smile and move on. No hard feelings. A smile and a friendly gesture go a long way. Even if you don't speak the language, kindness is universal. Sometimes a simple smile can break the ice and lead to a memorable conversation or even a new friendship. Learn a few Tetum phrases. Bon dia, good morning, boa tarde, good afternoon, obrigado, obrigada, thank you. Locals really appreciate it when you make the effort. Even if your accent isn't perfect, it shows you care enough to try, and it can open doors to deeper connections. These small efforts show respect and can open doors for you. People are more likely to invite you in, share stories, or help you out if they see you're making an effort to understand their way of life. Be mindful, be kind, and go with the flow of local customs. If you're ever unsure, just watch what others do or politely ask. Most people are happy to explain and will appreciate your curiosity. It's not about changing who you are, just about showing respect. You can still be yourself, but being open and adaptable makes your travels smoother and more rewarding. The Timorese people are warm and welcoming. Meet them halfway, share a meal, join a celebration, or simply listen to their stories. You'll find that hospitality here is genuine and heartfelt. A little effort makes a big difference. Be a good guest, and you'll be remembered fondly long after you've left. Next up, how to get around. Let's keep it chill and dive into the best ways to explore Timor-Leste. Getting around East Timor is an adventure in itself, and it's one of the best ways to really experience the country's unique character. Whether you're sticking to the capital or venturing out into the wild countryside, every journey here feels like a story waiting to happen. In Dili, the capital city, yellow taxis are everywhere. They're the most convenient way to get around town, but keep in mind that meters aren't really a thing here. Always agree on the price with your driver before you hop in, and don't be afraid to negotiate a little. Most drivers are friendly and used to tourists, so just ask if you're unsure. For a more local vibe, try riding a microlet. These colorful minivans are the backbone of public transport in Dili. They're cheap, lively, and a great way to meet locals. Just flag one down, hop in, and pay your fare when you get off. It's a bit chaotic, but that's part of the fun. If you're planning to explore beyond Dili, renting a 4x4 is almost essential. The main roads quickly turn into rough, bumpy tracks, especially as you head into the mountains or towards the coast. A sturdy vehicle will give you the freedom to reach remote villages, hidden beaches, and breathtaking viewpoints that most tourists never see. Be prepared for challenging road conditions. Think gravel, potholes, and sometimes even mudslides during the rainy season. You'll need to drive slowly and carefully, especially after heavy rain. It's not about getting there fast, it's about enjoying the journey and the scenery along the way. One important tip: avoid driving at night. Most rural roads aren't lit at all, and it's common to encounter animals like cows or goats wandering across the road. It's much safer and more relaxing to travel during daylight hours. Gas stations can be few and far between once you leave the city, so always fill up your tank before heading out. Running out of fuel in the middle of nowhere is not the adventure you want. And remember, cash is king here. You'll need US dollars for taxis, microlets, and gas stations, as cards are rarely accepted outside major hotels and supermarkets. It's smart to carry small bills for easier transactions. Planning ahead is key. Check your route, estimate travel times generously, and let someone know your plans if you're heading somewhere remote. The pace of travel is slow, but that's part of the charm. Embrace it. Take in the stunning views, wave to friendly locals, and let yourself be surprised by what you find along the way. Patience and flexibility will make your trip much more enjoyable. With a 4x4, you can reach places that feel truly untouched. Just remember to drive carefully, respect local communities, and always be ready for the unexpected. Whether you're squeezing into a microlet or bouncing along a mountain road, getting around East Timor is a memorable part of the adventure. Up next, we'll cover how to stay healthy and safe while you travel, so you can focus on enjoying every moment. Don't worry, we've got you covered with all the tips you need to travel confidently in East Timor. East Timor is pretty safe, but use your common sense. Don't show off your expensive stuff and try not to walk alone at night. Only drink bottled or filtered water. Never from the tap, not even to brush your teeth. Be careful with street food. The busiest spots are usually the safest. See your doctor before you go for any shots you might need, and to talk about malaria. Bring all your important medicines and a basic first aid kit. Travel insurance is a must, don't skip it. Most hotels have safe water you can refill your bottles with. Keep your valuables safe and split up your cash. Stay aware but don't stress. Just be smart. Health and safety are about getting ready, not being scared. Enjoy your trip without worries. Next up, dealing with money. Let's talk about dollars and cents. Timor-Leste uses US dollars for bills and local centavo coins for change. Bring lots of small bills, ones, fives, and tens, because change is hard to find. Credit cards are pretty much useless outside a few spots in Dili. Cash is king everywhere else. ATMs are only reliable in Dili, so get all the cash you'll need before you leave the capital. Budget for your stay, food, and getting around. Bring enough for your whole trip. Split your cash into different spots for safety. Don't expect to use your card plan for a cash-only economy. It's quirky, but you'll get used to it. Handle your money smart, and you'll avoid headaches. Next up, talking with the locals. Let's break the language barrier. You're almost ready. So you've got your bags packed and your itinerary all set. But wait, before you zip up that suitcase and head out the door, let's pause for a second. Are you really ready to experience East Timor, or are you just following the same old tourist trail? If you're the kind of traveler who craves something different, something authentic, then you're in for a treat. Before you close that tab, let's talk about the real East Timor, those hidden gems most travelers don't even know about. Beyond the glossy brochures and the top 10 lists, There's a side of this country that's raw, untouched, and waiting to be discovered by those willing to wander a little further. First, swap the crowded beaches for the untouched sands of Jaco Island. This is where you'll find paradise in its purest form. No resorts, no vendors, just you and the sound of the waves. It's the kind of place where you can truly disconnect from the world and reconnect with nature. Imagine crystal clear water, zero crowds, and sunsets that look like they were painted just for you. The colors here are so vivid, you'll wonder if you've stepped into a dream. Spend your days swimming, beachcombing, or simply soaking in the serenity that only a place like this can offer. It's a sacred spot for the locals, so remember to be respectful, and don't forget your snorkel gear. The underwater world here is just as magical as the beaches above, with vibrant coral reefs and colorful fish. Hungry after all that exploring? Let's talk food. Skip the touristy cafes and try a local warung at Mercado de Taibesi in Dili. This bustling market is the heart of the city, where locals gather to shop, eat, and catch up on the latest news. It's the perfect place to dive into East Timor's culinary scene. Here you can taste ikan pepes, spiced fish steamed in banana leaves, or sip on a sweet, strong Timorese coffee, enough to wake up your inner explorer. Don't be shy, chat with the vendors, ask about their favorite dishes, and you might just discover a new flavor you'll never forget. For a dose of culture, head inland to the mountain village of Mobis. Nestled among rolling hills, this village offers a glimpse into traditional Timorese life. The pace here is slower, the air is cooler, and the hospitality is second to none. The fresh air, colonial-era guest houses, and panoramic views over misty valleys will make you want to stay forever. Wake up to the sound of roosters, sip coffee on a veranda, and watch the clouds drift through the valleys below. It's a place that feels both timeless and welcoming. If you're lucky, you'll catch a traditional ties weaving demonstration, a craft passed down through generations. The intricate patterns tell stories of the land and its people, and you might even have the chance to try weaving for yourself or take home a piece as a meaningful souvenir. And if you're adventurous, hike to the summit of Mount Ramelau, East Timor's highest point. The trek is challenging but rewarding, winding through forests and villages, with locals often joining you along the way and sharing stories of the mountain's spiritual significance. The sunrise here is pure magic, with clouds hovering below and the entire island bathed in golden light. Standing at the summit, you'll feel on top of the world, surrounded by silence and beauty that words can barely describe. These are just a few of East Timor's secrets. The best part, there's always more to discover, from hidden waterfalls to ancient traditions, and every journey off the beaten path brings a new adventure. The locals are always happy to point you to their favorite spots. Just ask, and you might get invited to a village fiesta or a hidden waterfall. Their warmth and generosity are what truly make East Timor unforgettable. So when you visit, go beyond the guidebook. Let curiosity be your compass and let the locals be your guides. Seek out the stories, the flavors, and the places that make East Timor truly unforgettable. The real adventure begins where the guidebook ends, so get out there and start exploring. If you are curious about the culture of East Timor or want a guide to discover this beautiful country, download our tourist guide from the link in the description. Thank you. If you liked the content, leave your comment, like and subscribe, and see you in my next video.